Hey buddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome to my doomed campaign. Earth has been invaded. The aliens have started their administration on Earth. We've discovered much about them. We know they have a wormhole. Humanity First has gone all-out war with them, and the aliens are beginning to bombard the planet. They're beginning to blow up cities. They're beginning to blow up units. They're beginning to blow up everything. The mothership is guarded by a fleet of 17,000 vessels. We've got a couple of bombardment frigates hanging around in Earth orbit, it looks like. Earth orbit. We're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know how I'm going to stop the aliens from spreading their influence. I think part of it might be to spam increase unrest inside their territory. We're never going to do a coup. We can't do coups. Our main tool against the aliens, I think, is to increase unrest. So I think Divikar Senapathy is just going to be on increase unrest forever to try to bring the unrest in these cities up a little bit. I don't think we necessarily want to declare war on the aliens, but we want to defend ourselves. We need to buy time. We need to figure out these wormhole techs. I believe we may get some new options here. I think my biggest thing will be to try and get some ships that are closer to on par with the aliens technologically. And maybe I'll be able to defend my Mercury base and rebuild Mercury and get mining and do all those things that are necessary. Politically, I'm not really sure what to do. I'm in survival mode in the European Union. We are just cranking out militaries and navies to try and defend ourselves. And I'm doing a similar thing in Russia. Okay, finally, we have access to the alien choke points. We need to figure out what that's about. Yeah, I don't know how they're breaking me in India. Like, it's just insane. Like, they just cracked through and just stole India from me. And I super don't have the control. I just don't have the actions to stop them. It's insanity how they managed to do that. Even though those points were defended and I had like reasonable popularity, it was just like yeah, they just were able to burst through. And like, they did it really, really quickly. Humanity First is fighting. What if I research the Caliphate? It's an interesting idea. If I research the Caliphate, can I flip Egypt at all? No, it's a very low chance. What about a crackdown? No, not a chance. What about this guy? What's his chance of a coup? Because if I could flip a coup in Egypt, I might be able to form the Caliphate. I need to improve my ability to do crackdown missions as well. So I'm going to do sanctioned investigations, because that might allow me to break into some places like this. There's just a lot I need to do, and not a lot of time to do it. China is occupying Brazil. I have no idea. Oh, this is a monthly income. Okay. Okay, this is all a little bit more reasonable, actually. Now I'm seeing this. Monthly income, 2k. Yeah, monthly income is way more useful than daily income. Jesus. Okay, this guy is ready for a couple of levels. I'm going to be giving him command. This should allow him also to have a good chance of increasing unrest inside there. I'm going to have 2 agents targeting that for unrest. I think that's a reasonable choice. And I don't know where the Caliphate capital is, but my assumption is if I take over Saudi Arabia, they have 2 armies. I might be able to use Saudi Arabia as a base of operations to do the Caliphate stuff and form a super nation that is in control of like this whole area, North Africa and stuff. So we'll see what we can do. So Academy Fleet, Alpha 63 is under attack by Alien Fleet Victor. I accept. Okay, they chose not to engage. Interesting. I accept. They're choosing not to engage. I think this is like in my fleet around L3 Earth. Now they're willing to fight. So, Elizabeth C. Stanton Station. Let's start the battle. What do we got? A dreadnought, a destroyer, a gunship, and a couple frigates. I don't know why my ships are moving. They shouldn't be. Why would you move away from this the station that protects you? That's dumb. And I can't even turn around. And I chose the wrong battle line. They're supposed to be in a cloud, so their point defense overlaps each other. Hang on. Okay, this time I should be in a cloud formation. What the fuck are you doing out there, buddy? All right, so this time they're in a cloud formation, so their PD is more likely to overlap. I wish I, like, why is he out here? Why can't I just move him? What is he doing here? This is like a terrible, this guy's just actually fucking dead. What is this? You know what? I think I might actually get a better result if I auto-resolve this. Let me just have a look. So I'm going to accept this fight and see what the auto-resolve says to me. Bro, what is this? What is this auto-resolve? Bro. You're joking me. They took no damage. That's not even remotely correct. Okay, I'm gonna fight it manually. Okay, we're gonna do a tight formation of 3 stacked lines with the longest range in the center. It's so dumb that I can't choose to not have my fleets just move away from the point defense. But at the very least, we do have a bit more of a reasonable formation where my point defense will actually overlap. Unfortunately, most of these are, I believe, older grid versions that don't have 2 sets of Viper missiles. Now, I'm not really sure what kind of weaponry our enemies have. And I fully expect to lose this fight. But my hope is that I can maybe get enough missiles off to make a difference. There's not much of the way of evasive maneuvers that I can do, so I think we'll just play and let things go the way they are gonna go. One thing I maybe would find worth doing is a full stop on every ship. Nah, I think it's better to have our engines pointed at the enemy. Or sorry, to have our frontal armor pointed at the enemy. So first volleys of missiles are away. Enemy fire is coming in. Right, we've lost a ship. However, our cloud of missiles is firing. We're taking hits. We do have clouds of point defense. Enemy point defense is activated. They're taking on our missiles. He's in a bad position though, this Black Whirlwind guy. If we can get some good hits on him. Not enough good hits, I think. That sucks. God, the aliens are just too strong. I have an insane amount of missiles firing, but it's just not enough. God, that frigate just absorbed all of that missile fire and it didn't even scratch him. He didn't even care, dude. That's it. That's all our missiles fired. We have nothing else. We're just gonna watch the last fleet that was defending the station get killed, I guess. God, these ships are pathetic. I spent so many resources getting these ships built. Why? It really does seem pointless now. So I definitely feel like missiles... I feel like I've learned a lot from this playthrough, particularly about space combat. I think you can't only have missiles on your ships, you have to have other weapons that threaten the enemy. So that's a really important thing. So you almost need like, if you're going to go for missile doctrine, unless you go for like extreme amounts of missile spam, you need to have like a couple of... Yeah, fuck me, completely obliterated. I got a better outcome when I auto-resolved that. Somehow. Oh god. So we're in like an exploratory phase. Okay, we'll just take the auto-resolve outcome. I still don't really understand space combat. Makes no sense to me. Whatever. Listen, my fleet's dead. Can you guys... You're unavailable for operations for a little while. God, they took no damage as well. It's like... I feel like they should take some damage. That calculator auto-resolver is a little bit wonky. Quick, get some repairs in. Get repaired, guys. Go. I don't even know if that's worth doing. I think I'm well and truly fucked because there's nothing. I don't think there's anything I can do here. I'm gonna keep pushing through though. I don't know. I don't even know if I really learned anything from that, other than the fact that like early game ship technology is really terrible. I don't know if I'm learning useful information in this playthrough now anymore. All I've learned from this game, really, I would say, at least for the last little while, is that the way the AI is programmed is a little bit insane for the mid to late game. Like they have completely shut me down, which. Sure, maybe that's rational, that's logical, that's how maybe they would act, sure. But it doesn't make the game fun to play. And it feels like I lost the game because I didn't have the knowledge that I needed to win it. Which should be something that is true on high difficulties, but on normal, you should be able to fuck around and learn the game, in my opinion. And that doesn't feel like that's what's happened here. Oh god, the aliens are expanding again. Jesus. On normal difficulty... I don't think you should get dogpiled by the AI. The fucking Resistance were bombing my facilities. The Resistance. The guys who want to work against... Why are they bombing me? They are Why would they go against a moderate faction? That makes no sense. Why was the Initiative? The fucking Initiative. They just want to make money. Why were they bombing me? It really did feel like I was being targeted because I was ahead, which doesn't make sense. It's like when you get 10 points ahead in like a board game and somebody's like, oh, I guess he's just never allowed to do anything fun ever again. So we're just going to, everybody at the table, target that guy. It's a really, really fine line you have to balance. And I think it's off right now in the mid to late game of the game. I'm going to put it this way. I was having an amazing time earlier. I'm no longer having fun with the game. And I'm kind of continuing to play because I'm so invested and I want to find out if there's maybe more fun at the end of the rainbow. But the big problem with the game is it gives you a lot of tools, but never tells you how to use them. And it's very, very easy to get really deep into a playthrough and have just completely missed something that was like super, super fundamental to actually like the entire meta and technology of the game. And you only find that out by losing a 40-hour campaign, right? Which is not good. Not good. Not on normal difficulty. Not on the easiest, not on like the most chill difficulty that most people are going to play on, do you know what I mean? In my mind, normal difficulty in a game should be something somebody could load up and they should be able to beat it the first time they play it without too much difficulty. Like things shouldn't be too hard. And I think the dogpiling just pushes that a little bit too far. Let me have a look. So what do we got in terms of crackdown here? All right, we got our success chance up. We can start breaking into Saudi Arabia for the purpose of forming the caliphate. Like, the game does a really good job of creating an interesting experience, because like I'm terrified to declare war on the aliens, even though I really, really want to, because I want to do this, but like I don't know what the consequences of that's going to have on my game. And you know, I want to try to win, but I don't know what I need to do to win. Do you know what I mean? And like that's difficult to deal with, to not know what I'm supposed to do. Like I have no idea how to win space combat. I have no idea how I get my bases back online. Every base that I launch out gets completely obliterated. Some of these aren't coming online until May this year. The aliens will just blow them up. I will not get any resources from them. It definitely feels like the aliens overcorrected, right? I got shut down too hard is what it feels like. And it definitely feels impossible to break any of the big countries like China and America. They just feels impossible. It just feels like I don't even know what I'm supposed to do there, you know? This makes sense. It makes sense for the servants to be bombing my stuff because, you know, sure. But it didn't make sense. I don't know why the resistance were doing it. Okay, we got another mining base up. Gandhi base. This is really good news. It's producing a good amount of rares. That puts me positive on rares for the first time in a long time. It's a very, very slight positive amount of rares. Like in XCOM, God, I like this whole like alliance shifting thing. It's really, really frustrating because like it's just really, really frustrating. Okay, I need some coups. I need a coup in Senegambia, and I need a coup in East African Federation. I need a purge here. I need another crackdown. God, why is that crackdown so 77%? Just doesn't feel very good. I think I'm just going to try to lay low and bide my time and try to avoid getting targeted by the aliens. If they blow my stuff up, I'm going to just play a little bit slow. I think I need to research the choke point. I need to just try to figure out how I win the game. Yeah, it's basically my only campaign objective right now. Okay, we did another coup of the East African Federation. We need to get full control of it so we can ally again. More coups happening all over Africa. Not good. They annexed India, dude. Jesus Christ. Okay, global research completed. Supercapacitors, laser engine, arc lasers, next generation aerospace, spaceport security framework, civil defense programs. Oh, maybe it would have been nice to have those. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's so much hidden text. You don't know what things do or how to upgrade them. There's so much just hidden info. How? I don't understand. Also, this is really frustrating. I'm the one who made the crackdown. How are they getting in first? I don't understand this. Like, I'm the one who did the crackdown. So how are other people... How are they getting their purges off ahead of me? That's something I don't understand, right? Does that make sense? Like I feel like I should have tempo because I'm the one who did the thing. It feels way too easy to disrupt country unification. We might just have to declare war on the alien menace here. The US, the US just keeps declaring war in Senegambia, and I can't do it. My action economy is so strained. I can't get enough actions done. Oh my God, they're annexing Java. They're annexing so much territory. Jesus. You need to get allied with Russia and European Union immediately. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm in the frustrated portion of the game. And now it's impossible to do unrest inside the alien territory. Like, I don't even know, like, am I supposed to declare war on this? China and India are fighting. Now they have nukes. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Which is fine if that's the experience you want players to have. But it's not really the experience I enjoy in games. I like having an idea of what the game is what is expected of me, what are my goals, what am I supposed to do. And right now I feel completely powerless, which if that's the experience you want players to have, fair enough, but that's not an experience I really enjoy. It's not why I play these games. It's not why I play XCOM, for example. This is supposed to be like a really interesting and fun moment for the game, but instead it's frustrating and confusing from a gameplay perspective. Let's deploy our armies to Senegambia to see if we can get that dealt with. Like, I don't understand, why are they still targeting me? I don't have threats. I have stopped expanding my presence in space, and they're still like completely bombarding me. I thought I was supposed to be able to operate under the radar, you know, that's like a thing they're supposed to allow me to do. And it feels basically impossible to try to get Africa sorted out because they just get completely wrecked every time you try to do anything. I think a lot of the problems I have with the game right now is it just doesn't tell me enough. I mean, China is trying to fight here, but I don't know how good that's going to be. Okay, we're getting more bases up at least. Maybe that'll be my savior. Big problem I have though is I'm losing materials. Oh shit, China enforced a regime change in India. Okay, we can fight back against the aliens. So invasion is the key. Land invasion. I'll let humanity first kinda deal with that for now. Under normal circumstances, only target for control by faction from control point. The aliens are consolidated authority, they have an army. So maybe, actually, if we're going to be fighting the aliens on the ground, I think that might be like a desperate measure thing. If we take reverse engineered alien small arms, we'll be able to fight human armies more effectively, which I assume these are human armies that are just under control of the aliens. We definitely need to expand our military. We almost have our 6th army, which is ideal. And then we need to start getting our navies up. I feel like I should be able to make a pact with humanity first and be like, hey, listen, you fight the aliens while I try and figure out my own solution. I don't think we should be fighting each other. So I think my army's got here first, so I should be able to do the occupation before America can. Yeah, my army's got here first. That's ideal. Perfect. I think maybe it would be a good time to switch. Like if I could find something that increases my investment. They're looking to declare war on Niger. Space defenses. Region gains anti-space defenses. Oh shit, is that a thing we can do? That seems like it could be really important. Okay, final crackdown chance is 18%. So what the hell is going on there that's making that so low? Popular support, size of national economy. I think we need a little bit more popular support. So let's pump up popular support in Saudi Arabia. We almost have control of it. It's not really in my faction's, like it's not my faction's job to fight the aliens, I think. My faction's job is to figure out something to do with the choke point. More bases are coming online. This is huge. This is Chekhov base, producing a little bit of rares. It's costing me a decent amount of other stuff, which I don't have a huge amount in stockpile, but we'll live with it. Another huge fleet arrives in Tiangong orbit. This is probably a bombardment fleet. Let's declare war on Niger so we can get that done. We'll get the European Union in on that one as well. So I see the appeal now of large countries. It means that they are capable of defending them. They're hard to attack. That's why you want to make Giga Europe. So I understand that now. Ooh, our popularity in the European Union has tanked. We'll need to deal with that. Okay, awesome. The Ivory Coast has taken control of the Dakar region from Senegambia. Awesome. We've made this country even bigger. And the Ivory Coast just launched a space program. Not that that's going to be super important to us right now. The aliens have launched a nuclear attack in the Tunis region. They have only a couple of nuclear barrages, so I think they just blew up that army there. Nuclear weapons are cheaper than armies. That's the big scary thing there. So that's why I don't want to attack the aliens. I also don't want them to get any more nukes. They're not building any more nukes, which is fine. I have a decent amount of nukes. I have like a big stockpile, but the problem is every time a nuke is launched, it lowers the GDP across the entire planet because of the nuclear fallout. Okay, so we just finished next generation aerospace. They're now working on improved shipbuilding. So maximum military tech for all human nations is increased by 0.5. A new generation of aircraft will transport our counselors. We have aerospike engines, ramjets, hybrid air breathing. Okay, all these kind of cool things. We have full control over Saudi Arabia, which is another 2 armies under our control. I need to get the protectorate and the servants out of the United States of America. I'm trying to think of how I can do that. So we're dealing with a baseline. What, 45? 10 for counter administration, 10 for size of the national economy, that's 35, plus another 10, so that's 45 baseline. We could get the popular support to swing in our direction. We would need to have Vinicio here, okay, he would need to be the one doing the crackdown. At a baseline of 25, I don't think we can get there. The probability, we would have to just run that mission so many times with such a low probability that I don't know if we can break America. Okay, huge, the European Union has just deployed its 6th army. I think I don't want to deploy any more armies. Is it the 6th or the 5th? I can't tell. Oh, I think I definitely want to get up to 6 armies, so I'll continue to invest in that. We've also just deployed another navy, which now gives us freedom of the seas. So that's big. We have 5 armies with 3 navies. A base just came on here. Let me have a look at it. So what is this base? So this base in particular cranks out a ton of water and a ton of volatiles. It doesn't quite cover my monthly needs, but it does get me closer. At least now we have positive volatiles per month, so we're not losing volatiles, but it's really just not enough. Another mining base just came online, great. I need to fire off more of those. What do you produce? Not much. Not much at all. A decent amount. Problem is these bases need 2 farms. They do have 2 farms, actually. And how are you still losing volatiles? Ugh. How? I'm defending my interests. This is a massive country. How are you breaking into the European Union? How? I need to crack down that point, maximum send. I need to pump my popularity inside here. That cripples my science income like that, dude. It's just, we have to protect the European Union. We cannot let them have it. Okay, apparently we deployed another army in Istanbul. Okay, so I think we can stop now producing army, focus on building navy, and increasing our military score. And of course they would get control of the servant army, like the 2nd army that is like completely fine. God, why are the resistance bombing me still? Dude, this makes no sense. Dude, the aliens are literally invading Earth. Why are you bombing my stuff? They have literally invaded. I'm very, very frustrated. Okay, another asteroid just came online, and this time now we're finally positive on resources again. So now that I'm positive on resources, I feel maybe a little bit safer to continue to expand into the asteroid belt. The problem is mission control. All my mission control has been just completely blown up, and my goddamn 55 clouds of thing. All of my Dyson spheres around here are blown up too because I had no way to defend them. So I've been knocked back down to a very precarious position. So I'm going to start rebuilding all the bases around here. Now I don't have the mission control to do it. Ugh, it's so frustrating. So now it's only a 2% chance of crackdown. Like, how are they able? He was able to do a purge. He was able to do a purge. some sort of enthrall. Your action economy is just so strained if you're getting targeted. So the problem is I'm getting targeted by like 6 factions, okay? And I only have the actions of one, like you know what I mean? So the Protectorate announced their plans to protect humanity by appeasing the aliens. They've announced during the secret negotiations we reached an accord with the alien invaders. They've agreed to allow us to govern ourselves on the distance as long as humanity remains on Earth. They have asked the Protectorate to ensure humanity abides by this pledge. To do that, we are constructing a series of peacekeeping battle stations in low Earth orbit to prevent anyone from breaking the agreement and bringing the aliens' fury down upon us. I call on Earth's nations to support our efforts and not interfere. Doing so put us all at risk. Okay, so they have announced their objective. So let's have a look here. To launch the Council of Mission to win the game, we must first fulfill the following goals to ensure our victory. Our faction must control regions with 50% of the Earth's population. They have 1%. We control the region, and we have executive control point in a nation and more than half the total control points in that nation. The combined fleet powers of the aliens and pro-alien factions must be at least 70% of the total. I can't see the rest of that. That's annoying. I can see objectives. I can't. How do I scroll down? Our faction must be 65% of the control point values. So they're going to try to construct a array of battle stations above Earth. So the Protectorate are on course to win. We have managed to unify the Ivory Coast and all of the regions that they have claims on, which makes this into a country of a population of 200 million, which means spamming investment into economy. Ooh, the GDP increase here is actually really, really slow, and is that because education is really weak? More asteroid bases are coming online. Amazing. The alien fleet is attacking. Will auto-resolve. We get blown up. America has declared war on Namibia. Okay, the Protectorate are trying to get control of the world now. I'm still trying to figure out what the choke point does. We'll have the knowledge by October. Our popularity has skyrocketed in the European Union. What's our crackdown success chance? 41%, not quite good enough. I need a little bit more popular support. Bao Mi La, let's see here. I need you to investigate this councillor again so we can turn a servant to our side. 30%. A full spend gets me to 86%, so that's what I want you to do. This is supposed to be like a really exciting moment of the game, but instead I'm frustrated because I've had such a frustrating moment. Like I'm still being targeted and I don't know why, and I can't overbuild my mission control, and all my bases have been blown up. My Mercury array has been blown up. Should I have just expanded even more? I was defenseless. I was trying to be quiet. The thing I don't understand is, everything I know about the aliens, every time I get scanning information on them, they don't think I'm a threat. I've talked to the aliens. I've parlayed with the enemy. And I still don't understand why they're targeting me. Oh my god, the initiative is blowing up my stuff in Poland. Why? Strategic deception. So I guess I was supposed to fly under the radar a little bit more, rather than expand quite as much. I'm trying to fly under the radar. I don't have a gauge on how the aliens feel about my power level though. Like, how do I update this? This just hasn't updated in forever. No matter how much I monitor pro-alien stuff. Alright, let's start with the crackdowns. 57%. We'll follow that up with a purge. So now they're bombing these newly made space stations. Ah, man, the game needs to tell me why the aliens are bombing me. I don't understand. Am I using too much mission control? Like, what the fuck? Okay, we pulled off the crackdown of the European Union. The initiative, why are the initiative still targeting me? You're here to make money. Shut the fuck up and leave me alone, dude. Jesus. Okay, we took back control of the European Union. China, under Humanity First, is fighting back the aliens on land. I know I'm probably whining a lot, but I'm giving you the experience that I'm having playing right now. I mean, I'm still doing my best. I've got Europe back under control. Russia is just another thing. It's like, man, it seems so easy for them to just disrupt me, but it's so difficult to fight back. That's the thing that it feels like. It feels like other people are doing actions easier than I can do actions in the reverse. Does that make sense? Like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Genuinely. I have no idea. Like, I have no idea what actions. I have no way to determine which actions are good to take right now. The aliens are going to get control of the United States of America. They have 2 control points there. What do I even do about that? There is nothing I can do about it. Why is the resistance bombing my Naples space center? Why? Why are you doing this? It makes no sense for you to do this. Why are Humanity First bombing me? Dude, you're fighting a war with the aliens. Focus on that. The United States of America has joined the China Alien Administrative War. Oh, fuck. The aliens got the executive control point there. It's all over, boys. It's all over. So we've managed to secure Russia back. And now, by the way, now that we've secured Russia, they're straight back in on Africa. Okay, we're retaking the Ivory Coast. They're cooing the Great Lakes gods. I'm running into a big problem where, I have no idea what I should be doing, so I end up just doing random shit. Well, the USA is joining in the war. Nice. They launched a nuclear attack in Tunisia. Again, cool. Very cool. That Chinese army just got wiped out. They are out of nukes now. But if I declare war, I'm going to have to fight the United States military. And they have 28 nukes. Why? Why is the resistance still Dude, I am so triggered by this. I'm so triggered by it. The United States has declared war on China, Malaysia, and North Korea. Ooh. Okay, the choke point. Further study of the Hydra wormhole confirms that it closely follows the rules first set down by Homer G. Ellis in his drain hole theory. Its design is essentially two circular planes connected at the center by two smaller circles of equal diameter, like two symbols touching or the central part of an hourglass. The drain hole's nature means that gravity flows in a single direction, emptying any matter that passes through it into the other side. That means traveling from the origin side requires far less energy than traveling in the opposite direction. The simplest method of neutralizing the alien threat would thus appear to be closing or destroying the wormhole on our end, therefore isolating them from the reinforcements and the sources of exotics. In practice, however, this approach will be far from straightforward. We completed the research, the alien choke point objective. The wormhole is type of discontinued and is dubbed an Ellis drain hole. From what we can gather, its structure is stable but not invulnerable. Destroying the support machinery at either end should cause the tunnel to collapse upon itself. Destroying the wormhole, however, is our last resort. We intend to send a negotiating team through instead. We've learned all we can about the Hydras. We've studied their culture, language, and history. We've reverse engineered their technology and developed our own space fleet. We've analyzed their physiology and capabilities. We've learned how to defend ourselves against their ferocides and develop plans for turning their own weapons against them. Now it's time to put everything together. By proving that we have the ability to genuinely threaten the Hydra species, yet also demonstrating a willingness for a peaceful resolution, we hope to bring them to the negotiating table and end this war for good. The risks are great, and yet the rewards, should we succeed, are greater. The first step will be Rudy. If we can persuade him to cooperate with our envoys, it will be a priceless diplomatic advantage. If we cannot persuade him, we see no hope in convincing Hydra leadership. This is what we to research a permanent peace. I need to upgrade my ship's capabilities. While we're in positive resources, I need to get ships together that can maybe fight. So unfortunately, global tech is going to stagnate while I get all this tech together. God, they just take points for free. Oh my god, his mission triggered first, so I can't purge that point. Of course it can. Of course that's what happened. I just built this country up for the aliens. Dude. So one big problem we have is that America has a robotics age level of technology for their military, which is genuinely terrifying. We probably don't need as much welfare anymore. No one else has revealed their objectives or anything like it, so that's fine. God, I really do feel like we got the hardest version of the game. Why are the initiative bombing me, dude? Dude. -2 on sabotage facilities in nations we control. That kind of helps. Why is the resistance bombing me, dude? This makes no sense. US has declared war in Philippines. Cool. Cool. Hopefully they burn each other out. I'm gonna bide my time. How the fuck are you doing that in the European Union? I don't understand how you're taking my points. There's not enough actions to deal with this. There just simply is not enough actions. We're now able to undertake a permanent peace project. Allows us to transfer territory to the alien nation? What? Why would we do that? This better not be a really expensive project. 100,000 science? I have to hold out for 100,000 science? That's so many years, dude. Bro, they're bombing Earth. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out a way. Okay, we killed a servant. I just feel so defenseless, dude. I'm getting fucked with constantly. All my space stations are getting blown up. They're disappearing. I'm down to like less than 100 boost per year. My mission control has been obliterated. There's not enough actions. I know someone smart's gonna be like, you should have got your 6th counselor. One more action per cycle isn't gonna dig me out of this problem. The problem is the sheer volume. Like, it takes one counselor action to blow up what was years of investment into boost in the early game. That's the problem we have here. It's a balance issue for sure. I have no defense against it. Not in a big country like Europe. It's like impossible to defend every single one of these locations. Every agent that's operating in Europe is getting killed. Like, unironically. If I spot you in Europe, you're getting murdered. North Korea, under the control of the resistance, has launched a nuclear attack on the USA, which blew up their armies. Okay, that's huge. However, that's too many nukes fired. The GDP on Earth is just completely crashing. It's not good. I think this is the ship design that we're going to go for here. We have a grid drive. God, I still wish I had a better grid drive. We have a molten core fission array. We've got saltwater batteries, titanium array radiators. So this is like the current design destroyers that I'm going to take into battle. However, it's going to be just the Destroyer Mark 1. I'm not actually going to build any of them, but that's going to be the template that we start to build off of. And we're going to try to use exotic heat sinks on these bad boys to try and save materials. We're finding alien facilities all over Earth. There's even one over here in Niamey. I'm going to be deploying 2 European armies to potentially try to assault that alien structure. See what happens. I need to get control of the Ivory Coast though, however. which is annoying because I'm in the process of trying to recapture the European Union. We had a success chance of 2% and he rolled a critical success. Actual fucking hero. Okay, a bunch of space assets just came online, but I can't actually build any more bases is my big problem. I feel like mission control is way too strong. Pebble drive is researchable. Okay, I don't know how good that is. We've taken back control of the European Union. I'm going to immediately... Fuck, they just keep stealing this country from me. I can't let them have it. Bow me, lad, defend my interests in Europe. Unfortunately, we need unity in the European Union right now. Vinicio, we need to get back the Ivory Coast. Can't let the aliens have it. I'm giving up on the East Africa Federation, I think. I'm going to focus on the Ivory Coast because that is adjacent to this alien stuff and it'll give me access to this alien base. And if I can figure out what's going on in that alien base, I think that'll be a big boon for me. Let's immediately head over to Mercury. And in the shipyards around Mercury, we're going to start building these destroyer MK1 class destroyers. We're just going to have a chain of one of them building at the moment. And we're going to found as many orbitals as we can around Mercury. So what we need are 2 solar arrays to take care of all of the power. Then we will need 2 farms to take care of all the crew. And then 2 layered defense arrays to try to protect these bases. I don't even know if this is worth it. And then all of the operation centers that we can afford. We need to find a servant agent. Oh, fuck's sake, they're blowing up all my control. We need to find a servant agent and take control of them by turning them to my side. I do really wish I had a 6th counselor. It would make a big difference. I don't think we can afford to go for it now, though. Let's use Bao Mila to try to turn Jian Peng. At the very least, this will just let me know what the initiative is up to. I don't really particularly care to have them turned, but I need to know what they may be doing. Or was it the Operation Exodus? Whoever it is, if I can get them turned, it would be really useful. Okay, Argentina has been control imposed. That's kind of terrifying. Okay, cool. Jian Peng now works for me. I'm going to set his failure rate to nothing. At least I'll know what they're doing and why they're doing it. Let's have a look at our factional intel now. Okay, let's have a look here. So the servants' objectives are revealed. Aliens must control regions containing at least 65% of the Earth's population. So Africa is actually a really big deal because there's a lot of people living in Africa. They currently own 9%. They're trying to communicate. They're still trying to communicate with their captured Hydra. Jesus, they're far behind. They don't have much in the way of tech. So I'll have to try to slowly build up my power. Let's see here. Civil defense programs are now available. This will reduce the population loss and GDP from nuclear strikes by 20%. That'll be handy. Humanity first. Why? Like, I wish I understood why they were making that decision. Visible combat lasers has been researched. They're working on a rival culture now. So green laser batteries. This will help defend my stations, I hope. Surface defense lasers will employ visible spectrum lasers. Cool. Does that mean all of my defense mods here? Up to 33 combat rating. That's good. We've completed the exotic heat sinks thingy. Right. Let's get to work on nanotube armor. Let's upgrade the destroyer MK1 class. Where's my... What? Did I just not research new radiators? Okay, I'm very confused. Apparently I can't use them. Okay, they just weren't in my ship designer. What a waste of 5,000 research that was. My incredibly precious research. It's going to take me 4 years to research that project. Jesus. We fully took back control of the Ivory Coast, which is important because it's adjacent to where the bad guys are. Let's find out more about humanity first. Oh, it's big that I have location on Humayla Katharinva. Let's get scouting info on her. Still quite a battle happening over here between Humanity First and China. I'm fine with that. How have Humanity First not captured a live Hydra? Oh my god. Dude, you guys have messed up. Yeah, if we're going to be able to fight the USA, we need to have navies. If we're going to be able to fight against them. The big thing is their nuclear stockpile. That's going to be an issue. But we have enough nukes to deter them with Russia and America. I think we have a little bit of a nuclear winter going on. Okay, we failed retaking of the European Union, so they're still holding their control point there. Absolutely unacceptable. Cannot let them have that. Let's start pumping public opinion again to increase our chance of successfully stopping this. Well, Bao Milan needs to try to turn this lady. 13% chance. I think we need a better target. I don't understand why everyone is at war with me. Still, to this day. Only Project Exodus isn't. Let's try to detain this counselor first. This will give us a chance, a better chance of successfully taking her under our wing and turning her. 18% chance on that crackdown. That's insane. Okay, we have nanotube armor. That's a step forward. It would be really handy to merge Europe and Moscow and Russia together. It would also be really handy to be able to make the caliphate. Nice, we've detained her for interrogation. We might be able to get a turned counselor in the servants, which would give us a little bit better knowledge of what they're up to. So composite armor is what we're currently using. If we go to nanotube armor, it uses a little bit more metals and volatiles, but it's way lighter. That means we're going to get more cruise acceleration, more combat acceleration out of the same ship for a slight upgrade. Let's go ahead and save that design. So the Destroyer Mark II has slightly better delta V and millig's of acceleration. Is significantly cheaper in almost every category. Yeah, every category it's cheaper, so it's a slightly better fighting ship. So we are slowly getting better tech. God, why is my crackdown chance so low? I'm pretty sure they're starting to defend the territory they've taken on Earth with feckin' megafauna. They're just sitting there defending. Okay, I want you guys to assault those alien assets. Now here's a question I have. If my armies are attacking an asset, does that make it easier for me to attack it? It does. It actually makes it more viable. The defenses here are weak enough that maybe, do you have a level? You do. I'm going to give you a command point. Let's go for it. 69% chance of success. We might be able to assault that alien asset. Oh, this is huge. So we successfully assaulted an alien facility in the Niamey region, recovering a cache of 3 alien exotics. We believe they struck a major blow to the alien influence in the area, restricting their ability to conduct successful operations for some time. Nice, good job, you blew up that base. That's a big deal. Well, your mission should get cancelled, right? Because your thing doesn't exist anymore, the thing you were attacking. Okay, another base was destroyed. How are they destroying this? Where is this? So this was Lock Base. I mean, they had to bring a really big fleet to blow up our bases now. Still don't really understand why my bases are continuing to be attacked. Right, let's refit this fresh destroyer to the Mark II class. It'll take about 15 days. I don't think we have any new tech. We're waiting for infrared. We're waiting for light green laser technology. I will start the construction of another ship. I don't have the fucking mission control, god damn it. Alien administration peacefully annexed Chad. Okay. Cool. We're gonna have to deal with that. So I'm stuck in a really bad spot because the USA is on the alien side. I need them to lose some armies. That's what I really need to happen. Humanity First is doing their best to slow shit down. Man, I don't know. How is it only 13% chance? This dude has maxed out skills. They have no popular support. God damn, they can just break in here so easily. This is the second time now I've reached this point with this game. This point of frustration. It's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful game, but I'm at a point of frustration where I can't get things to go in my favor, no matter what I try. I'm trying all sorts of different things. I feel just overwhelmed. I'm going to call that the end of this episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.